Wake up. You're burning daylight. Hey, Morgan. Wake up. You're burning daylight. Send the helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon. Oh, listen, really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times.
Hello, Morgan. It's time we spoke. My code name is January.
Welcome.
You're not dreaming. What happened yesterday was real. If you want to know what's going on, first, you need to get out of your apartment building. You're not safe. Good. You're in the simulation.
Morgan!
Now get to the exit. I'll keep in contact.
You look terrible in a TranStar uniform. How's your eye? Still red? I know the test might seem a little unconventional, but it's a you family tradition. Breaking convention is in our blood. Once you start the test, just do whatever comes natural. Don't overthink it. Dr. Bellamy's going to walk you through the process. You're in good hands. We'll be in orbit next week. I promise.
Mr. Yu, they're ready for your sister in room A.
Right. Listen, just be yourself. I'll see you after.
Good morning, Morgan. I'm Dr. Bellamy. Looks like we have some tests to run through today. Probably not the kind of thing you're used to, I imagine, but trust me, you're going to do fantastic. All good? Great. Let's begin. For this first test, I'd like you to remove the boxes from the red circle as quickly as you can. Just go with your gut. Okay? Wonderful. Press the red button when you're ready.
Oh! Glass
Wonderful.
won't break, will it?
That's... You're absolutely fine. Let's move on to room B, then. Okay, Morgan, listen carefully. I'd like you to do your best to hide in this room. Take your time, relax, think it over. No, I'm kidding. You only have 9 seconds. Hit the red button when you're ready to start. Any synaptic register? At all? No? No, that's fine. Sorry, let's keep things moving, Morgan. Head into room C. You're doing marvelous. All right. Here we go. For this test, please press the blue button across the room as quickly as you can in the most natural, intuitive way possible, without thinking. Just go for it. Press the red button when you're ready. I'm sorry, can someone please explain to me what's happening? Simmons?
I installed exactly what Tina brought down.
Did you double check?
Speaker's still on.
I apologize, Morgan. We're having some trouble with the equipment. Not your fault. You're doing fabulous, actually. One last room. Let's step into D. Can someone get me a cup of coffee? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Morgan. Have a seat at the table for me, please. Wonderful job. Take a look at the screen in front of you. I'm going to show you a series of questions. Pick the answer that makes the most sense to you. Press start on the screen when you're ready. Good. Looks like you've got the hang of it. Keep going. Ooh, that's heavy stuff. Good. Next. Almost done. Wow. I'm impressed. Well done. Well done. We're nearly through it. For this next part, I'm going to display an image. I want you to take a good look at it. In a moment, I'm going to ask you what... is my coffee? It's empty.
Oh my god! Security! Security!
Alex,
Simmons, what's going on?
we have a problem.
What about Morgan?
She's alive, sedated.
Clean it up. I'm on my way.
Good morning,
We're
Morgan.
going on an
Today
adventure!
is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
And see if the chair is playing nice this round. Yes. Sometimes after you use that chair to clip out the first time, it gets kind of stuck in the wall and you have to reset it before you can clip again.
No one has been able to stop the mimics from multiplying since they broke containment. I'm going to help you stay alive. Further.
We're going on an adventure!
You can tell that was what happened in my PB, that I had to reset the chair because I couldn't clip out with it the second time.
Ready for your first real view of the world? Careful. You need to get to your office. I've updated your map. There's a video you need to see. I know you have a lot of questions. Welcome back. This has been your home for the last 3 years. The video should be on your workstation.
Operator.
until I've had a chance to explain everything. For now, just... Damn it. I have to go. Just sit tight. Please.
Sorry, Morgan. Alex cut us off from the Looking Glass servers. Time to improvise. I suggest you search Dr. Calvino's workshop in the hardware labs.
Yeah, that was all pretty
He
good.
invented the Looking Glass technology. You might find a way to restore the server connections there. I'm looking for another way to help you in the meantime. Good luck. The station tech starts here. Lab equipment, special parts requests, prototypes. We should be able to fix your Looking Glass terminal from Dr. Calvino's workshop. Calvino probably has a key card. You can locate him, or what's left of him, with the security roster. Nice work, Morgan. The Looking Glass screens are online again. Head back to your office as soon as you can. It's important you hear the rest of your message. I'll meet you there.
Yeah, that whole thing was a mess.
Like what I have to say next. You have to destroy Thomas Wright. The research, the Typhon, nothing can survive. I know how it sounds. But we've seen what those creatures can do. They're part of you. If even one cell gets back to Earth, you're lost. I'm sorry. I wish there was another way. Activating the self-destruct mechanism. I will try to stop you. Too proud to go back to Mom and Dad with his tail between his legs. So, it's up to you now. Good luck. Told you you wouldn't like it. January 2035. I'm an operator. There are many operators aboard Talos 1, but none of them are like me. I'm your plan B. My first task was to free you from the simulation. Second task was to make sure you saw your video. Those are done. Interesting. New directives are now available to me. The self-destruct protocol for Talos 1 is activated by 2 arming keys. Your brother has the first. You had the second. Alex destroyed your arming key, but you hid a fabrication plan for a new one in deep storage. That's where you'll need to go next. We can worry about getting Alex's key afterwards. The Typhon are spreading fast, Morgan. You'll be racing against them. And your brother. This key card will grant you access to the main lift and all the labs. The main lift is the fastest way to reach deep storage. Next topic. You asked me to provide you with more neuromods, which I've done. Good luck, Morgan.
It's time we spoke. My code name is December. My
Psychotronics is the opposite of safe, Morgan. What are you after? Someone's helping you. Is it Michaela? Belisar?
I can drop your brother's messages. We're in agreement on this one. Get through this place fast as possible. You're looking for a maintenance airlock to a utility tunnel called the Guts. It'll take you all the way to the top of the station. The psychoscope was a breakthrough. Apart from neuromods, it's the most important tech on Talos 1. Use it to scan the Typhon organisms if you want to learn what makes them tick. You invented it, by the way.
Hello, Dr.
All right, Morgan. I know I can't make you stay put. You're gonna die down there if you don't listen to me. You need to calibrate your psychoscope.
Hooray.
All
The
right,
cycler
Morgan, I
got
know I
stuck
can't
on
make you
top of
stay
the sign.
But you're gonna die down there if you don't listen to me. You need to calibrate your psychoscope. Try scanning the Typhon specimens around you. Once you get enough scan data, the labs will open. More importantly, you'll be able to install Typhon-based neuromods. You'll be unstoppable. That's what this is all about, Morgan. You spent 3 years of your life making it possible. Putting what they can do into us.
Where are you going? You won't be able to use Alex's escape pod without... Wait, who are you? Please identify. Morgan, this is January. That operator was an earlier defective model. Or something worse. Alex, the Typhon, they're all working against you. Trust yourself. Trust the video you made. We need to get the arming keys and destroy Talos 1 before it's too late. The entire Typhon ecology appears to be centered around the creation of this substance. The original never spread outside the containment cylinder. Until now.
The power plant has been compromised. I repeat, the power plant has been compromised. It's about time, Sam.
I'm doing the best I can.
Alright, some guts went pretty smooth.
You made it. Nice work. The entrance to deep storage is off the Arboretum. Your brother's office is up here as well. Jupiter and his palace at the top of the heavens. He used to say that behind his back. But that would make you... what? Juno? No. That's an unpleasant thought.
Get off the tree, Morgan.
Morgan, are you alright? That Typhon, there's nothing in the research. Stay away from it.
Ivy, what is it?
How's it coming?
I can't get this damn thing open. Where's Danielle?
Still not answering.
Good, I needed to take extra damage before I even get to the scary
We need her
parts.
to speak the key phrase or we're not getting in here.
Would voice samples work? Transcribe recordings?
Yes, if they have the right words. Or if we gathered enough to map her voice to a consonant and vowel list and started running patterns.
I'll see if I can find her. Or her transcribe. I'll check her room first.
All right, Ivy, but look, don't do anything stupid. Ivy? Ivy? Shit. Damn it, Danielle, where are you?
Yeah, that could have been a new best if the first door dislocation had screwed up.
It's unlikely Chief Show is still alive. I advise you follow Zachary West's strategy. Hack together voice samples. Your transcribe is equipped with the necessary software. It's how you made my voice. Danielle's cabin might be a good place to get started.
You too? You want to come into a kitchen? Good. Come. Whoever you are, run. There's no more fool here except you. Others here?
Abby, I'm still in deep storage. I don't know why you won't pick up. I hope you're safe. If things get bad, I'll jettison a data vault and spacewalk along the hull. Come to the fitness center and bang on the window by the pool. I should feel the vibration. And Abby, please don't take any chances, all right? Be safe.
Yeah, both of them. Okay, none of the rest of them notice me now.
Morgan? If you're here, then Abby didn't make it, did she?
Morgan,
I know you need to get into deep
what's
storage.
wrong with you?
I voice locked it, but I have the override that bypasses the random word input.
Oh boy, am I dead. Morgan couldn't just jump through the window. Oh, that was a really terrible place for that enemy to have been.
We're going on an adventure!
I'm not sure how many medkits I have right now.
Well done finding Chief Show. You've got what you need to get
Oh,
into
one
deep
more.
storage.
That's not good.
Voice identification required.
Alex, Oedipus complex, pompous, nepotist.
I should have at least 2 EMP grenades right now, though, so that helps a little bit.
Sorry, Morgan. But I have to lock you in this time. When I traced your arming key, it was to keep you from making a huge mistake. It's too late to stick your hands in the sand. We're committed now.
Oh, I want you to fly away from the radiation barrel.
Everything is ready. Meet in my office. Believe me, I really am on your side. You're just not yourself.
Yeah, that explosion might have damaged the radiation thing. Hopefully it didn't.
Welcome to deep storage. If Talos 1 had a subconscious, this would be it. You're looking for the central repository. That's where you stash the drive that has the plan for your arming key. I'll see if I can
Okay,
find a
no
way out in
radiation.
the meantime.
That's good. And the item I need spawned on the good side. Hey, Binary, how's it going? Actually getting out of here without radiation poisoning.
I was worried the drive
That's
might
really
be
good.
damaged. You can use Chief Show's workstation to download the fabrication plan. Then we can reconstruct your arming key.
That looks like it's gonna hit all 3. Fantastic. This has gone much better than last run. Arming key.
Every dark bit of data that
Some more
moves in the
ammo.
station is captured here. Redundant backup servers are stored in modules that eject in the event of a catastrophic failure. The fact that they haven't yet is telling of Alex's refusal to face reality.
Can I drop a recycler somewhere? Yeah.
Morgan, Alex has you boxed in.
Or not.
Look, there's nothing I can do
There it
about
is.
the lockdown from out here. But I promised I'd help you. So listen.
Thought one of those moved when I shot the mimic.
Built with a series of data vault modules that can be jettisoned from the station. It's a redundant backup system. That's your way out. Look at my workstation again. I'm exposing a utility that'll open up one of the vaults. Once you're in, look for a manual release. Then your ass is space junk, like me. And if you manage to get back inside, remember, you owe me. Kill the son of a bitch who hurt Abby, or I swear to God I'll haunt you.
Alright. Let's get out of deep storage. Yeah, this is quite a bit better than the last run right now, specifically because I do not have radiation poisoning to deal with.
We're going on an adventure!
And my health is pretty good. I think the last few runs I've done, I've gotten to cargo bay with very little health and also radiation poisoning to deal with.
What's happening?
Don't let them do this to you.
That whole part of the run is significantly easier when I don't have to deal with radiation poisoning.
Morgan, this is Chief Elazar. The airlocks on Talos are sealed, but there's an opening at the cargo bay you could use. I think you can get back inside the station here.
Broadcasting to all contacts in proximity. Please, whoever is out there, listen to me. Oxygen is low and I have no spacesuit. An accident in cargo bay forced me to seal myself inside this container, but I have no way to dock with the station from in here.
Man, I don't need to save too much more time for my sum of best to be sub 54. Interesting.
Dr. Yu! Morgan! Up here, Officer Cool!
I'll probably have to deal with this. Oh, don't destroy the turret. This one's standing in a bad spot. Hit the button. Can't hit the button.
Morgan? I don't know what I thought. It's good to see you.
Grab some free health while I'm waiting for that grenade to go off.
But they weren't running from the fire. It was these shapes. I had contained the fire and I was...
Of course it fell over.
When Officer Rose came and got me out. And all I did, I didn't know what...
God, let's go.
Everyone I worked with, they're dead, aren't they? I wonder if one of the...
Sometimes I wonder if it isn't faster to throw the turret in front of me.
All of them.
At the same time, if I do that and it breaks, I'm screwed.
Could still be Enoch.
Does it look like it? Sam, promise me you'll kill me if I ever...
Run and talk to Elazar.
EATs are online and timed. Can't wait until our friends get to take the deal. Here's the code for
Let's do this. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Should be all of them. Looks like it was. Yeah, that was really quick. Why am I saving this much?
We're going on an adventure!
I'm gonna double check that I... Okay. Double check that the shipping and receiving quest actually completed.
Morgan is making her way to you now, warning you and anyone else, so you don't shoot her accidentally. Okay?
Morgan? Mikhaila, I didn't think to check your transcribe. Not sure how I got here. I thought you left because... Right. Airlock safes are locked up. What? Paraplexis. I've even seen the spots now. Right. I could get my booster shots from my office. But I think I can get us out.
Took a lot of damage.
Cycling in reactors to bypass the lockdown. I know it sounds crazy, but I can walk you through it. You did not come down here much, but I can track you through your bracelet and guide you from here.
Microgravity detected. Microgravity detected. Low gravity detected.
Getting back in bounds after that blind fall is also a lot easier without radiation poisoning. That did not work. That might have worked. Okay. Second try is fine. Didn't even need to use that anti-rad. Wait, no, I probably did. I was in the reactor, I definitely needed to.
That did it. I'm showing power to the lifts and the airlocks, but seeing a lot of power spikes and leaks in the coolant chamber. Watch yourself on the way back. There could be other structural damage.
Wow, I see. You reset everything.
System alert.
Talos 1 is wide open now. Clever.
Went off in
Reckless,
the
but
coolant chamber
clever.
after you powered the
Good to
reactor.
see some things haven't
The
changed.
turbines are hydrogen
I'm
cooled.
not gonna get in your way
Louder.
anymore.
Take
So
a
hear
shot
the
and
truth.
it's your loss. It would be like shooting a grenade at
I'm up to my office.
Hey, Rip Chip, thanks for the host and for the luck.
We're going on an adventure!
We are indeed going on an adventure.
Microgravity detected.
What am I doing? Go this way.
I've been wondering if it might be bothering you that you planned your own death. It's a lot to swallow. My advice would be, try not to think about the end. Focus on what's in front of you, one step at a time. I'm here, if you need help.
Okay. So I'm just trying to think about whether or not I should use a medkit because my health is pretty low. But this is also a really convenient point in the run to avoid using medkits because I'm about to have a bunch of time to run around in the Arboretum, which has a lot of food in it that I can use and pretty much get all my health back without having to use any medkits on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and not use any of them right now.
I'm sending you the code to my grav shaft. Assuming it's...
And I cannot use the code to his grav shaft right now because that Weaver is in the way. Which is unfortunate because that would have saved some time here. It saved even more time if Morgan had jumped when I told him to instead of extremely late and then fallen. Alright, start that dialogue.
Joining you. Don't worry, there's no trick. Just a
Do
gift
this.
from your big brother. It's the truth, like I promised. Took me a while to dig it up. Someone wanted to hide it from you. My computer, another video. Give it a look and we'll talk. I'm sending you the password.
I'm not sure what the exact count is for quests. Awkward. Door moved, but not far enough. That looks better. I keep picking up weapon upgrade kits and I don't need any of them. Set that up for later. I don't really have to do anything too quickly right now. I'm stuck waiting for a cutscene to play out before I can progress. I'm just kind of doing things while I'm waiting for it. Like I just ran to that recycler there to dump a bunch of junk out of my inventory. I don't want to deal with that Weaver, so I'm just going to go this way instead. going past that Weaver, the only thing that I could have picked up is a med kit, which I don't have 2 right now, and plenty of health. I don't really need another med kit. It's nice to have, though, if I can get it. And odds are with that Weaver there, I would take more damage getting it than I would get back by using it.
Immortal. They can judge us if they want. But they'll know they exist because of the things we do. I'm ready. Do it.
This might sound strange coming from me, but I admire what you did. You didn't have to help Chief Elazar and her people in the cargo bay, especially considering, well, considering you intend to destroy the station.
Yeah, I'm still stuck waiting for a cutscene to play out, and one unfortunate thing with this category is we get that extra call from January there, which makes this cutscene take longer than it would in other categories.
Everything I've done is what you've asked me to do. I didn't think you'd believe me unless you heard it from your own mouth. The tests, they changed you. Not a lot at first, but eventually, a constant stripping of your memory. I didn't know who you were anymore. All I want is to have my sister back so we can finish what we started. The device you mentioned, it's an advanced version of the null wave. It's the only way to stop the Typhon without destroying
I was
everything
actually
we've been working toward.
gaining back flashlight battery by doing this.
From the Carl to complete the design. Help me finish this, Morgan. And then you can have my arming key. I don't believe you want to use it anymore, but you can have it. I left the chip set for you on my desk. You'll need to upgrade your psychoscope to scan the Carl. I'll send you the scan locations.
Okay. I'm gonna get back to actually playing the game now. Hey, it's that Weaver again. I guess for those who don't see this run very often, you'll see sometimes when I go through a door like that one, you'll see me sometimes click on continue and sometimes not. The reason for that is that in most cases, I'm hitting enter instead of clicking.
Your brother believes that version of you is the true Morgan. But why? Just because it came first?
But the times that I click on it is usually right after I have to like make a turn towards the door before I activate it. And it just feels quicker to click on the continue button rather than let go of the mouse immediately after turning and hit enter.
To invent your own purpose, or have none at all. Strangely, of all the things I know about you, I don't know what you believe. You have to decide, Morgan.
The clicking can certainly be slower since you don't necessarily know where the mouse is going to be on that menu screen. Just gonna throw a Typhon lure over that way. It's going to get those enemies to ignore me while I'm scanning the coral.
The coral will grant you access to Alex's arming key, then perhaps it's the best course. Perhaps knowing
you're not what they say you are.
I'm gonna kind of start myself moving before this cutscene plays out, so that a little bit of the momentum carries through afterward.
Just be careful. We're running out of time.
Fascinating. It's holding the psyche of all their victims. Your hunch was on the right track. It's a kind of neural structure. Synaptic-like activity up and down the length of it, like it's communicating. Just one more to go. I knew you could handle this. Our father warned me not to stake so much of the company's future on your ideas. I was right to ignore him. We're a good team, Morgan.
I'm losing a little bit of time on this. That's alright, I've got plenty of time right now.
Here's my terminal to upload the data. I'll get it integrated into the fabrication plan for the new null wave device as fast as possible. And be careful. Typhon will begin to sense our intent to harm the coral. They're gonna come after you. I left something for you on my desk that should help.
Not sure exactly why I'm losing this much time.
Morgan, transfers hold it.
Oh, it's because the door I dislocated in Alex's office didn't go right away. That's why. See, I know I got hung up on some geometry going out of the airlock, but it wouldn't have cost me that much time. Having to retry a door dislocation definitely can cost that much time.
Effective immediate. Employees must not Shuttle Bay for evacuation. Those of you unable to comply, transmit an SOS and my team of rescue operators will locate you. One last thing. Alex and you have been relieved of their positions. Do not consent to their requests. Assist them in any way. Dial out.
We're locked out. It's dull. He already has his hooks into every major system on Telos 1.
That was a good entry there.
With our parents. And usually they had a contingency in place, but a small foolish part of me believed they wouldn't use him against their own flesh and blood. Regardless, we're not getting this coral.
Alright, here's hoping the shuttle spawns. It's not the worst thing if it doesn't, but it's a few extra seconds of time lost if it doesn't. Yeah, it is not there. The reason that happens is that the last time I left the Arboretum, I was supposedly in a cutscene, but since I dislocated a door, I can leave while that cutscene is still playing, so sometimes when you get to Shuttle Bay, the shuttle won't have spawned yet because you got here too quickly. Or you got here while part of that cutscene was still playing.
Dahl will know you're coming. All TranStar personnel are outfitted with tracking bracelets. I have no doubt his operators are already on their way to rescue you. Those bracelets are issued and removed in deep storage.
I really shouldn't have to quick save there. It loses me a little bit of time every time I do it, but man, that jump can be so finicky. I just don't want to risk not saving.
For supplies. I think I broke my arm when that blackout happened. Now I'm trapped. Aliens outside the door. I could really use some help, man.
Commander Dahl, this is William Yu.
We got Neuromod Division. Interesting.
I will need your credentials to authorize this mission.
Don't usually get Neuromod Division. But I guess it's better than Psychotronics. Even if only just.
This is William Yu, acting chairman of the Trans-Star Board of Directors.
I will need your credentials to authorize this mission.
Of course. My authentication sign is Zeta Invictus.
So I'm pretty much guaranteed to lose some time on the split now because Casper spawned here. But hopefully not too much. It's usually within 10-15 seconds. Unless something goes horribly wrong on the way back to Arboretum. Which is a risk in this category. Also, weird glitch is going to happen. I have no character model right now. So in my hand, I'm just a floating gun right now. With no hands.
Atmosphere controls are in life support. If you can help, do it quick, or this is the last time we'll be talking.
Weapon intercept protocols are in operation.
Morgan, go through.
With nitrogen flooding into the atmosphere, anyone in the cargo bay will asphyxiate far more quickly than hypersonics cut the oxygen. I suspect they'd already be dead if Dahl weren't trying to use them to manipulate you. Doors are working again, Morgan. Nice work. I'm taking what's left of my crew to the atmosphere controls in life support. We're going to clear out Dahl's shit-can operators and make sure there are no more mishaps with the air on this station.
Dahl populated his entire crew with customized operators.
I haven't exactly worked out the best route to get back out of here in this category. It gets a little bit weird because you change the scene in that helicopter room, like early on in the run in this category, which you don't do in any other. Oh, I'm losing lots of time off of this spawn. Wait, no. I was thinking I had like 6 seconds, so I got a little over a minute. Never mind. So I have to run over here and trigger that elevator to start moving, and then I have to survive until I can call the elevator back. Should be okay. It comes back a lot quicker than it leaves.
Morgan, it's Dahl. In the Arboretum. Hurry.
So I am going to be losing time, just not as much as I thought I was. Yeah. Around 20 seconds off of what could have been if I had a better spawn.
Morgan, Dahl is breathing down my neck. I don't know how much longer. Shit.
This isn't the first time a Typhon organism has broken containment. It happened before,
What
shortly
was that?
after your initial neuromod tests. You and Alex fought about terminating the project, evacuating, but Alex insisted he could control the situation. That's when you began implementing secret contingencies, hiding the plan for your arming key, videos, the January protocol. Your concerns have...
Okay.
Morgan, you anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds, history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station, just as you planned.
Alright, that was a
The
good
blast will
drop.
take the monster down with it.
Perfect.
The idea hasn't occurred to you. I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scanned the apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Every time I get to this part in this category, my muscle memory tries to go to no out of bounds items. In that category, I can't go through the big round door that I just did a few seconds ago.
The original containment cylinder. Placing the null wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
Oh. That was completely overshot the place I wanted to be.
They're free.
No. Nothing that interferes with memory formation. That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds.
Alright, on good pace. On good pace to get a good split here. Real question, how do I want to do the clip in this next room? Do I want to use the glue that's already there, or do I want to do the fast clip, which is potentially not fast? I'm gonna go for the fast clip. You see, it's not fast if you fall into the abyss forever and die, which is what I just did. That's what I just did fucking twice. Thanks, Prey. Love you. Oh, that feeling of just throwing time away right at the end of a run. I should save some over my PB, but I'm not going to be anywhere near my best time. And then of course I get stuck on a wall there just to lose a little bit more. Alright, so with maximum running speed, this next room's about 7 seconds.
Good news, everyone!
Hey.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality, and it is beautiful. It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be low, I'm afraid.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
Perhaps it was due to indifference, but it never freed me from the cargo container. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us.
Michaela.
I died. Perhaps it could have prevented it. I don't know.
Would you let it live?
No.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37, but it left him alive. It could mean a low drive for retribution. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I just don't think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today.
Oh god, no.
We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.